Y'all fellas, today I'm gonna show you how to attack the very frustrating way, okay? Whenever I deal with these kind of opponents, it's frustrating. So I'm gonna show you how to attack like they do. It works because this is how you should properly attack to begin with. Now, I left stick, but with the moments that I do find player opponents that know what they're doing, this is what they're doing. I'm gonna explain to it all in detail, but yeah. Again, guys, this is the same meta. You'll see that it's the same meta as FIFA 23, but it's different movements and different left stick feel. So it's a little bit different, but yet the same when it comes to the meta. So let's go. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you the first scenario, but first, let me tell you something very important. The middle area is the highest skill gap area because if you can maneuver like this in the central area just a little bit, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing here. You will break everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Now, it's very irritating to play against this type of play style, which if I have to, I will do that depending on the guy. But this and this right here, I'm not running through the middle, guys. I'm just wiggling. Like, come impress me, come impress me. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. As soon as I know he dragged him too far, I cut through the middle, pass, pass, shoot, score. This is the most like skill based attacking method. But the best players that I play against, whenever I do lose down the middle, the guy's insane, man. He knows how to wiggle in the tightest spaces. He will use 5-star skills like Nkunku and reverse in the middle, do whatever, move around. This is what like the highest skill gap players do, man. They're crazy at just not losing the ball. They be cutting, wiggling, wiggling, pass, and then next you know you're done. You're like, how did that happen? That's because they know how to maintain ball control, distance, and drag people out in the central areas every time. So in this clip, even though I messed up the first chance scenario, you notice how dangerous the middle is. Even they know, the opponent knows as well, because look at me, I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing in the middle, walking, and he automatically just wants to pull a CB out. As you can see, people are afraid of the central pitch because you can pass to the wing, the striker, or the right wing, or even a cam. So he's scared. He's like, I don't know what to do. And I tried to pass my striker the ball there, failed. But we got the rebound, and guess what? He already pulled his CB too far. So, you know what attacking AI does? Is going to take over where that CB should have been. So now the AI is going, and I pass it to him. Boom. Hold. So the central area is the most dangerous. Now it is the most difficult area to work in, so be careful with it. All right, this clip is perfect. It's explaining everything that I'm talking about, but also why it takes skill. I'm wiggling with done. Boom, boom, boom. Next you know, 1, 2, and we're through. So why did that work though? Again, I'm passing it to the player in the most dangerous spot, which is done. This is a dangerous spot. Now I'm not trying to be extra about it. I could have maybe passed it right here, easy through ball. But AI, you know how it works, man. Sometimes your player controls it takes too long to pass, and then that pass never goes through, and then it gets intercepted. So you know what? I started to wiggle. Now again, I'm not wiggling. With the defense, I'm just pushing away, turn my back on him, let him, kind of follow my back as I spin, pass, and then we score. So kind of like Xavi, when Barcelona Xavi, he would just turn around players, spin them around, boom, put their back to him, pass, and next you know it's a goal. So that's exactly the same thing you gotta do. You don't gotta wiggle through everybody in the middle, but you just gotta turn around, give your back to them every time, wiggle, drag them out, and then boom, chance. Real fast, okay? This is gonna happen to you a lot. Trust me, it will. As when you pass it to your striker and the CB wants to press on you, you just turn to the left, boom, drag him out, maneuver, drag him out, and then middle's open, and now it's a 3 versus 3. That's exactly what you want. Go ahead, press me. I'm gonna turn around anyway. I'm safe, right? Put your back to him, and now you're alone. So that's exactly the whole basis of how to really attack that central area. Whether you want to pass through it or you want to wiggle around to it, and that's how you get through. All right, this is also very important, fellas, because this is how you find weaknesses in your opponent. Because you will find players that are good at defending down middle, and you're like, okay, this guy's strength is down the middle. He can defend me pretty good, but he's good at defending down the wing too, because the wing and the middle are two different ways of defending. And for this guy, for example, I broke down the middle pretty easily. He was weak. He's a weak opponent down the middle. But then I tried the wing as well right here in this example. I did a turn, and I'm like, he kind of dragged everybody out right there. I'm like, the wing's going to be easily open. And boom, we're free. I choked it. Didn't have composure. But that whole play that happened pretty fast. I'm like, you know what? There's a high chance that this can happen again, because the way he was just dragging out that first opponent in the very beginning, it's just like, let's see right here. He's dragged them out the way too far, tripped, fell. Like, when you see that can happen again, and you know, take your chances. All right, so I think this is still the same opponent, and we're testing him on the wing again, man. So had the ball, we sprint, pass in the middle, sprint, pass down the middle, take a chance, missed. But as you can see, the same issue that happened on the other side, where he kind of tends to over push on the wing. Like, boom, he's already dragging him out extra. I'm like, oh, the middle's gonna be open, boom, and then boom, it's gonna be open again. But yeah, he had a habit of just pushing too far, just like on the other side. And like I said, his weakness was definitely the wing, even though I didn't attack from there the whole time. If I would have, I probably would have got even more goals down the wing, because his weakness, from what I saw right there, was the wing for sure. Okay, so this opponent, we had some wing play. This guy was very good at attacking through the middle. He was insane. But we gave him some wing to defend against, and I'll show you guys why the wing is also dangerous. And it's mainly due to one simple factor, man. You're pulling out his CB or his fullback a little too far away. So right here, he's pushing him out. And then we pass on the inside. We pass again. Pass, shot, golazo. So again, he dragged players out. If you're on the wing, people gotta go to you a little bit. Sometimes if the fullback is gone, his CB is the one being dragged out, and that's even easier after that. All right, here's a perfect example of that middle play, man. Oh, bro, I hate that. I hate it because it happens to me, man. Because I like to manually press sometimes, and there's certain opponents I go up against, man, that will get the ball here, and I want to press them, and they get me, man, because they turn, and you can't do anything about it if they turn backwards, man. You can't. You just gotta pull your player back. But he drags him out. I give the pass afterwards. Boom, keep moving, and I score, because there's no CB there anymore. The ball moves faster than the CB. So as soon as he dragged them out, turn, pass, it was over. It was over for him, man. It was 9-9 after that. So again, that middle play, that technique, that method is just, it's too good, man. It's too good. All right, we got some more middle play. Well, both, a combination of both. Pass to the inside, we go to the wing, we look at the middle, because the middle is the most dangerous sometimes. So we pass it there, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold it just a little bit. Hold it, wait for the guy to run. Shot, goal. Just a little hold. If it would have just went at the defense from right here, if I would have got the ball rapio and just sprinted forward, the chance of me finding that pass wouldn't have happened. But since I held it just a little bit, there's a striker. Boom, golazo. All right, again, man, same thing. It always happens without fail. Even if, let's say, 4 at the back, there's no counter going on. So I just get the ball. But he drags him out a little bit. I turn, and then boom, space for days for Dumfries, a lengthy player to run. So this is pretty much as simple as it is. It's not that complicated really to attack space properly. You just have to have the right intentions. As soon as you realize that the middle isn't meant for you to just, you know, try to beat everybody, and like, you have to remember that the middle is the most dangerous spot for you too. They have the best CBs in the middle. They have the best defensive players in the middle, the CDM. This is the hardest place to try to beat players. So instead, invite them, drag them out, and then, you know, that player that you're dribbling with gives the ball to somebody else, or a player nearby, and then long ball it to another player. And next thing you know, you got some easy chances coming, because people overcommit. They get overconfident that they got a CB or a CDM, and as soon as you turn, man, they just get lost. It's over after that. Happens to me, trust me. This is some of the best players that I've played against. They know how to drag my players out. This is why they're good. And I'm like, damn, man, they got me with that. I was like, really? I fell for that turn, or I fell for that press, or I shouldn't have pressed, because they know what they're doing. So all right, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and catch you later. Peace.